Hey, welcome to another episode of Food Fiend. Today we're in the town of Kaneohe, which is on the windward side of Oahu. And if you're not from here, the windward side means it's on the eastern part of Oahu. This area is known to be pretty wet. It rains here a lot, but today is a beautiful day. It's surrounded by the Ko'olau Mountains. And what's awesome is when it rains heavily here, those mountains turn into waterfalls. We're going to check out all the good eats here. A little history about this place. Fun little useless trivia fact is that Kaneohe means bamboo man, and Kane means man, Ohe means bamboo. And it's from an ancient Hawaiian story of a lady whose husband was so cruel that she described him as the bamboo man because the bamboo cut so sharp. It kind of described his meanness to her and his cruelty. So that's the backstory of the name of this town, I guess because they were from this area. This area also has a lot of ponds. Ancient Hawaiian ponds were kept here to raise fish. Some of them are still around in Kahalu area. You can see it. It's also near the shoreline, so it's not the center of Oahu. You've got beaches and a nice Heia State Park with the boats. A good place to go fishing as well. So come along with us and let's discover good eats in Kaneohe. First stop is Waiahole Poi Factory. It was built in 1905 and is still continuing on to this day. Today they make plate lunches and serve traditional Hawaiian food and make freshly made poi every day. So we have the laulau here, and that's pretty much kalo leaves with fish and pork stuffed inside, and it's steamed. Sorry for the traffic noise, and then there's their homemade poi with haupia, which is a coconut pudding dessert, and lomi lomi salmon, which is salmon, onions, and tomato. Yeah, dessert.
Are you gonna feed me? Are you gonna share?
Yeah.
What is that? Is that dessert?
Right. What? It's good, isn't it? This is the meat. Yummy. Super good. It's seasoned well. Really yum. Try out the poi. You can tell they make it themselves. It's really fresh.
Yummy.
You want to try?
No.
Oh, it's yummy. You don't want? What kind of Hawaiian are you? How about some lomi salmon?
So good.
So good? This is the best poi.
So,
Yeah.
who's the best boy?
This is the best poi. It's fresh.
I wanna work here.
You want some?
I wanna work here.
You want to work here?
Yeah.
We got the Sweet Lady of Waihole dessert, which is haupia ice cream and kulolo. And if you don't know what kulolo is, it's a gelatinous type of taro with sugar and coconut milk, and it's in the haupia ice cream, which is a coconut ice cream. It was very delicious. Hey guys, sorry about the traffic noise, but we just finished eating at Waiahole Poi Factory, and that was awesome. If you like Hawaiian food or want to experiment and taste Hawaiian food if you're visiting, it's one of the places to go to try it. They have everything from laulau, kalua pig, chicken long rice, squid luau, beef luau, etc. And all plates come with a choice of rice or poi, and lomi salmon and haupia. And if you do get the poi, I would say if you haven't tried it, it is an acquired taste. But I think this is one of the best places to try poi because it's freshly pounded. They make it on site. And other places you might get poi, you might get fermented poi, which is very sour, and some people like it that way, but if it's your first time, then you definitely probably wouldn't like it if it's fermented. So at Waiahole Poi Factory, it's fresh, and so it's a little bit more palatable for people that have not tried it yet. The dessert, the haupia ice cream with kulolo, oh my god, that was good. Kulolo, again, is mashed taro mixed with sugar and pieces of coconut, and it goes so well with the haupia ice cream, which is coconut ice cream. So if you ever get a chance, it's far away from Waikiki and Honolulu, but it's worth the drive to come there. Hey guys, we're at Haleiwa Joe's today to test out some awesome dinner, and I'm here with my friend, Lady A.
Aloha! Welcome!
We're all dressed up, we're fancy, Bubba's here, looking dapper. We got our drinks, our Corona, and your...
Kilt Lifter. It is a Scottish style ale.
Awesome.
Never had it before. Try it.
And me and Lady A have been friends since high school as well. But look at the menu. There's a good happy hour. Sorry. And you got all these specialty cocktails, lychee martini, all that. And then you've got some draft beers.
The asterisk means that those are the special prices.
Okay. And bottled beers, domestics, you've got the wine, etc. So we got the most awesome table with, look at the view. Yay! Totally awesome. So there is two Haleiwa Joes. One is in the original Haleiwa, but I think the one in Kaneohe is much better because you have this awesome view and it's open air, whereas the other one isn't, even though it's right by the sea. But this one I think has a better ambience and more parking. So if you're ever in the area, you can try coming to this particular one. This is our favorite one.
Or also they also have weddings and stuff like that down there, so it's a very nice spot. A lot of locals do use this venue for weddings or special events, so that's another nice option to have as well. Enjoy!
Here's a quick look at their menu. They have great appetizers. They're famous for their prime rib, their chipotle grilled pork chops, and they have a lot of different seafood options as well. So we finally decided on what to order because there's such an extensive, awesome menu and we didn't know what to get. So we decided to get the crab stuffed mushrooms. It's a special of the day. I've tried their regular mushrooms and they're awesome, so we decided, let's try this. It has king crab and a mango béarnaise, which the waiter said had a slight sweetness, so sounds interesting. And then I got the famous prime rib they're totally famous for. It looks like a brontosaurus piece of meat. And it's super good. Comes with a vegetable and potato, I believe.
Garlic mashed potatoes.
Yeah. So
and then I'm gonna try the special fish for today is the opa, and it's gonna be steamed Chinese style. So it'll be delicious with some choy sum and shiitake mushrooms. So we'll see what that's all about.
right. And look, we're all dressed up.
Yay!
Usually I look ghetto, but we're all proper. So our bread came out, and that's guava butter, totally unique, and it's a sourdough bread.
Yummy, yummy.
And Aiden got his bread.
Yummy.
How is it?
It's good. You can really taste the crab once you start to bite into it. The sauce is not very strong, so it blends in very well. It's moist. Mushroom's good. What was the green stuff? I don't even remember.
I have no clue.
But it's good. I think it's good. Awesome.
I think it's good. It's unique where, yeah, you can taste the crab, but it has that mango sauce, but it's not too sweet, but it gives it a really good taste. It's a good appetizer. I would recommend it.
Yummy. Delicious. Very moist, very tender, excellent flavoring. I would highly recommend this for anyone. Chinese style, never disappoints.
It's perfectly tender, perfectly seasoned. Look at this massive hunk of meat. It's like crazy. But it's what they're famous for here, is their prime rib. It comes with some steamed vegetables, horseradish, au jus, and garlic mashed potatoes. Sorry. Keep chewing, but you can taste like it's perfectly salted. It's not undercooked or undersalted or too salty. And you can kind of taste some rosemary in there or herbs. So this is something I would recommend if you ever come here.
So, actually, what do we have here?
You can be honest.
Here we have the paradise pie, which is the Kona coffee mud pie, Oreo cookie crust, whipped cream, toasted almonds, and then a Belgian bitters hot chocolate
Right
on the side.
Thank you.
So we're pouring our chocolate over our whatever pie. I don't even know what it's called.
Paradise pie.
Paradise pie. Ooh, yummy, yummy. How is it? Good. So we're eating our paradise pie, and I'm going to get fat. It is so good. It's like Kona coffee ice cream with all this chocolate. My buttons are screaming.
Yes. It's probably comparable to most mud pies. A little less chocolatey, and the bittersweet chocolate is actually very good, not too sweet, but adds that extra touch.
A good contrast.
I think they should add more nuts. I'm a nutty person. Extra nuts would probably be good.
Okay, final thoughts of Haleiwa Joe's.
So I would say overall it was a great meal. The food was very fantastic. The service was great. It was a good pace. The drinks were good. I like the drinks. I think the only way it could be better if it was free.
Yeah.
That would have
It
been
is quite expensive, but I think the scenery and the service and the food, I think it's worth it. It's like a once in a while treat, I think. I think it kind of has a romantic vibe, so if you were to take someone out on a date,
your lover.
no, or celebrate like something like a birthday or anniversary, it would be a perfect place to take someone. And they have a pretty extensive bar menu, so you know, if you're into drinks, there you go.
Yeah.
And a pretty good dessert menu and appetizer menu, so I liked it.
I give it a thumbs up. Definitely a place to try.
Thumbs up. So I'm over here at Ho'omalahia Botanical Garden. It's in Kaneohe. If most people don't know about it, I didn't even know about it, and I'm from Hawaii, but I'm not from this side of the island, so I never knew that this even existed. But this is the best part. It's free. It's a city park. It's huge. You can drive into different parking lots of sections of this park, and it's really beautiful and peaceful. And I decided to come here and try out the rest of the food on the agenda. Look at this nice greenery. I'm like the only person here. It's a Saturday. It's big enough for everybody goes to the first parking lot where there's a big pond, and you can go fishing on the weekends. They give you free bamboo fishing poles, and you can catch and release their fish in their little pond lake thing. Beautiful, beautiful area. Nice to come here if you're not from Hawaii and you're visiting. Come to this side of the island on Kaneohe and come visit this botanical garden. It's free, like I said. You don't have to pay anything. It's open from, I believe, 9 to 4 p.m. and then they close the gate at night. You can also camp here. I didn't know that. I camped here a couple years ago. It is different from camping on the beach, but I think it's great. I mean, you don't have sand to clean. They have sectioned camping areas where there's actual fire pits, so you can build a fire. Can't do that at the beach. So you pitch your tent, the bathroom's right there. There's a big sink to wash your dishes if you need to clean stuff. Perfect. So I'm gonna try the KJ's chicken first. It's a staple in Kaneohe. A big amount of people go to KJ's when they're in Kaneohe to try out their famous fried chicken. So it's a 4-piece chicken plate. You get 4 big pieces of chicken thighs, and they're lightly battered and crispy. That is so good. And you get to choose your side. You can get either their famous mac salad, which is not macaroni, it's spaghetti noodles, and they put in a little twist in there. They put tuna fish in there from the can, which gives it a good, unique taste. And I don't even like tuna from the can, but that's what it looks like, spaghetti noodles, but it has a good flavor. It's not too fishy or anything like that. But the chicken is really, really juicy. You can see all the juices coming out of it. It's not dry, but yet the outside is really crispy. And it's lightly breaded, so it's not too much breading like some fried chicken has. And it looks like they usually use all thighs, so you got that nice juicy dark meat. Super yummy. And like any Hawaii plate lunch, you get your rice. Definitely go to KJ's. Really delicious. And just a tip, if you've never been there, I believe it's in the Windward City shopping center, and it's kind of bigger than you think when you look at it from the front. The front you'll see like a Denny's and Foodland and such, and it's hard to find, but you got to go to the back. There's another phase to that shopping center, which has a whole another part to it in the backside, and that way you don't have to park in the front and walk too far. They have tons of parking in the back, and that's where KJ's is. So next, I went to Adela's Country Eatery. I've been told about this place from a lot of friends, and I never even heard of it. Apparently, it's not too new, but it hasn't been there for a while. Too long, anyway. But what's unique about it is they make their own noodles. Look at that. So this is their taro noodles. They make it fresh every day. They even have ulu noodles, which is breadfruit. They have ube noodles sometimes, which is sweet potato. So yeah, they make their own pastas. And this particular dish is their special of the day. It has shrimp, mushrooms, luau leaves, which is taro leaves, in a coconut cream sauce with garlic. And I can smell it already. It's super garlicky. You can definitely taste the garlic in here. It's super garlicky, so if you like garlic pasta, this is delicious. The chew from the noodles, you can tell that this is a homemade noodle and it's not pre-packaged at all. Nice bite to it. I like the coconut cream, gives it a different flavor than a typical Alfredo. And there's tons of mushrooms in here. And then there's the shrimp. It gives it a unique, not so much unique flavor, but I like that they put the chopped luau leaves in there, which is the same leaves that's in lau lau. It gives it a Hawaiian twist to it, or it makes it their own. And that's what I like. I like to go to places that are unique and do stuff that's different, you know, rather than the typical same old run-of-the-mill stuff that you can get anywhere else. So this taro noodle, it's really bomb. And the lady there, the owner, she is such a sweetheart. We were all waiting, and it's a tiny place, not much seating, and we're kind of sweating because it's hot today. but she gave us free water. Such a nice lady. They got fried rice, lechon. They even make I can't even say it, marungai leaf pasta, which I think is really cool. They have this big pasta machine in the front. So go check it out, support her business. She works really hard to make this fresh, and it's pretty affordable. You could probably feed 2 people with this. So next up I went to Fresh Catch, and it's famous for their poke and obviously seafood. And the owner chef, Reno, is famous for being on the Food Network. He's been on like Diners, Drive-Ins and Dives and Guys Grocery Games, etc. And some people might get mad at me that I didn't feature their poke, but I believe, you know, their poke is really good, really fresh, but you can get poke anywhere here in Hawaii or Oahu. But what I thought was unique about and creative about one of this menu item is their pastele fries. And so they're seasoned fries with tons of cheese and pastele. It's like pastele stew. And if you don't know what pastele stew is, it's a Puerto Rican dish, pateles, which is grinded up plantains or green bananas, seasoned with sofrito, which is cilantro, garlic, bell peppers, etc., with really softly cooked pork. And they pour it on these fries, and it gives it such a good taste. The only problem is you have to eat them right away, because the stew makes your fries soggy, but it's so good. It's just something that you would never think that would go together. But they throw on the olives, and look at this big piece of pork, and it's super soft pork, melts in your mouth. And then if you don't know, or you're wondering if you watched my other videos, why we always have pateles in Hawaii, it's because a lot of people don't know, but a lot of Puerto Ricans immigrated here in the 1800s to work the plantations. So instead of using plantains, which is used mostly in Puerto Rico for pateles, they made do with what they had, and they used the green bananas that are found here. So that's why you have a lot of Puerto Rican food found here in Hawaii. So we're going down to the pond area of Ho'omaluhia Park, and it's going to be the first parking lot when you enter. That's where the pond is. So you follow this trail down where the visitor center is, and that's where you can find it at the end. So let's go take a walk.
There's no way I can pay you back, but the plan is to show you that I understand. You all appreciate. You all appreciate. You all appreciate. There's no way I can pay you back, but the plan is to show you that I understand. I understand. I understand. There's no way I can pay you back. There's no way I can pay you back. There's no way I can pay you back, but the plan is to show you that I understand.
So this is the lake here at Ho'omaluhia Botanical Garden. And usually you have that beautiful backdrop of the Ko'olau Mountains, but I said earlier it was a beautiful day, but the trade winds have blown in some clouds, and so it's covering the mountain and it started to rain. But you can see this is a huge pond lake thing. And I'm not sure if you can see, but in the distance there's tons of people and their kids fishing. So if you check into the visitor center in the front, the first parking lot, they'll give you a free fishing pole that you have to return at the end of the day. You just bring a loaf of bread and you catch the fish in the pond and you release them. See all the ducks and fish in the pond. Really beautiful, and if you look back here, it's full of grass. So you can just bring your blanket. There's a bunch of benches on the other end, but bring your blanket, bring a picnic, bring some food. Just enjoy this beautiful area. And like I said, it's frickin' free. Can't beat free, right? So that's all for our Kaneohe episode. If you enjoyed this episode, please check out our other videos where we go to different places on Oahu to check out good eats. If you like this episode and our channel, click subscribe and like. And we'll see you on the next episode of Food Fiend, where we'll go take you to another awesome place to check out good eats. Peace out.